I just recently got to go hands-on with a PlayStation Portal for the very first time. So today's video is going to focus on my own questions and first impressions of the PlayStation Portal. My name is James, and I started this channel simply because I love video games. If that sounds like you, please subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos just like this one. The goal of today's video is to help answer some of your questions and hopefully help you decide if a PlayStation Portal is right for you. This video is going to focus on a few different things. What is the PlayStation Portal? First impressions, limitations, and room for improvement. What it's like sharing a PlayStation Portal with another person. And miscellaneous, where I'm just going to include anything else that I feel like I didn't get to talk about yet. If you get to the end of the video and you still have questions about the PlayStation Portal, drop a comment on this video and I'll do my best to answer every single question that gets listed down there. And with all of that out of the way, let's jump in. What is the PlayStation Portal? It is a PS5 Remote player, which means the Portal connects to your console so you can play it while you're not right next to your console, basically. From the PlayStation blog, Sony themselves described the PlayStation Portal as the perfect device for gamers and households where they might need to share their living room TV or simply want to play PS5 games in another room of the house. PlayStation Portal will connect remotely to your PS5 over Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to swiftly jump from playing on your PS5 to your PlayStation Portal. PlayStation Portal can play supported games that are installed on your PS5 console. So, pretty straightforward there. It definitely leaves some room for questions and curiosity while giving us the gist of what the product is. The PlayStation Portal came out November 15th, 2023, so it's been out for about 9 months now, and it's listed on PlayStation Direct and other retailers at $200. I think it's also important to note here that you're not getting any new features. Pretty much any phone or tablet can download the PlayStation Remote Play app to use Remote Play on your PS4 and PS5. So you're really just buying a separate device that will probably be able to do that a little bit better and maybe a little bit better quality as well. My first impressions when we opened up the PlayStation Portal, I was really impressed with it right off the bat. I was really impressed with how lightweight it felt in your hands and how it really didn't feel that much heavier than just a normal DualSense. Even though I know it is heavier, it really does just feel like you're holding a little bit wider of a controller. The Portal weighs in at 18.7 ounces, which is just half a pound heavier than the DualSense by itself, and it's 3.9 to 4.6 ounces or a quarter pound heavier than the Nintendo Switch, depending on which model of the Switch you have. I was impressed with how thin the screen is, and then also some other stuff that I noticed right when I opened it up. You cannot really see it in there, but you do have your USB-C charging port and your headphone jack. It did also include a USB-C to USB-C cable, which looks to be the exact same cable that comes with the PS5 Slim to charge controllers. Let's talk about limitations. So, obviously, the Portal is going to require you to have pretty good internet, and everybody's internet is a little bit different. I would highly recommend trying to, rent or borrow a Portal from somebody before you buy one for yourself, just to make sure that your internet is okay. However, I do think that using the PlayStation Remote Play app can be a good gauge of how the Portal is going to work. In our case, my wife's PS5 is hardwired into our router, and we have fiber internet, and we get about a gig up and a gig down, and we still had a teeny tiny bit of noticeable input delay that you can see in this video. However, I only think it's noticeable when you're putting those two screens side by side. When I did play around with the Portal a little bit, it didn't feel like it was delaying. It didn't have anywhere near as noticeable delay as when I do some of my Let's Plays and I'm using a capture card on my computer. You might have noticed earlier that there is no touchpad on here. So one limitation of the Portal is that in order to use the touchpad, you have to literally touch the screen. You have to like touch in the corner of the screen, and then like the touchpad like transparent button will come up, and then you have to touch that. So you're having to touch it twice. I don't know of any games really off the top of my head that require you to do any kind of like quick and precise movement on the touchpad. I think most games just use it to like open up your map and stuff, but depending on the games you're playing, that experience could vary as well. Obviously, it doesn't work with PSVR 2, as you would need to be wearing the PSVR 2 headset, which has to plug into your console. Also, streaming games to your console through PlayStation Plus Premium, you're not able to do that with the Portal. I don't have PlayStation Plus Premium, and I wasn't about to sign up to make this video, so I don't actually know what happens if you try to do it. It probably just tells you that game's like not available to play on the Portal or something. The biggest omission for me is probably that it doesn't support Bluetooth. It doesn't support Bluetooth, meaning you can't use Bluetooth headphones with it. You have to use the Sony Pulse Explorer earbuds, which will cost you another $200 if you want them wireless, or as we mentioned earlier, there is the headphone jack on there. So if you don't mind having a wire running, that's probably your best bet. What is it like to share a PlayStation Portal? At best, I can say that it's kind of inconvenient because there's a little bit of limitation in the way that the Portal actually connects to your console. You sign into your account on the Portal, meaning that once you're using the Portal with your console, you're not able to then switch users on the console, which I find to be a little bit odd. And then if you want somebody else to sign into the Portal, there's a whole process of signing out and then signing back in. It seems like the Portal is meant for individual use only, like not really designed to be shared between people. And that brings us to Miscellaneous. So I guess first thing I want to talk about here is, who do I really think this device is for? It's more so for your moderate and hardcore fan base who already have a console, who might have some kind of reason that they want something else to be on their TV while still, I don't know. It's so I would say that the market for the Portal is about the same as the market for the Wii U. My wife loves the Portal and she uses it every single day. That she'll use it in bed and she'll use it if I'm hanging out in a different room and she wants to be around me. She'll use it all over the house. Whereas I see it and I kind of think like, why the hell would I want to do that? And so it seems like the people that like it really like it, and the people that don't like it couldn't care less. And I do actually think that this probably exists because they saw how popular the PlayStation Remote Play app is, and possibly even accessories like the Backbone or other third-party controllers. All right, so the last and most important thing that I want to include is what my wife thinks of her new PlayStation Portal. And she said she really likes it. It looks sharp on the handheld screen. The speakers are great and don't require you to play with headphones. It's easier and quicker and snappier than connecting on her iPad through Remote Play, which is what she used to do. It's worth the $200 price point if you're going to use it. She also said that she thinks the battery would probably last about 6 hours. So that's everything I have to say about the PlayStation Portal. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you still have a question, please drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. And until next time, the best way to keep up with me is on Twitter and on Instagram at James_Solar. Thanks, guys.